Hey friends, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel Phyrra, where we talk about cruelty-free beauty, gothic fashion, and more. If you want to join in the conversation, be sure to click that subscribe button down below. So today's video is going to be my winter skincare routine. Just a little bit of background on my skin. I'm 42 years old. My main concerns with my skin are fine lines, rosacea, dryness, a little bit of seborrheic dermatitis, and a little bit of texture and hyperpigmentation. So that's what I'm concerned about and what I want to address with my skincare. So you probably recognize a lot of these products because I've been using some of them for years. I'm going to take you through my morning routine first. I start with my Milk Makeup Matcha Green Tea Toner. I never used to use toner. This basically converted me to using toner every day instead of just occasionally. Prior to that, the only toner I actually liked at all was the Pixies Glow Tonic Toner. But until I started using the Milk Makeup Matcha Green Tea Toner, I never used one consistently every single day, and I love doing that. I use this and then kind of pat it in my skin. I followed up with my Milk Makeup Watermelon Brightening Serum because I'm trying to finish this product up, and this has lasted me quite a while. I really love the stick format, and because it is water-based and very thin in consistency since it's in the stick, again, I just put it on my face and then kind of tap it in with my fingers, wait for it to absorb. It absorbs super fast. I've also been doing my décolleté because I have hyperpigmentation down here that I hate. So the next thing I use is the Strivectum Peptide Serum, and basically I like this because I've been trying to add more peptides into my skincare. This is another brightening product, and I just take a small little squirt of this and dot it on my fingers, dot it around my face, and then basically gently rub it in, and I gently put it under my eyes. So next I put on my Strivectin Hyaluronic Tripeptide Gel Eye Cream. I love the consistency of this because it's very hydrating, but it absorbs fairly quickly, and I just tap it on sort of in a semicircle, starting under my eye, going around here. Then for my facial moisturizer, I use the Bliss Explosion Moisturizer. I love that this has a little bit of an iridescent sheen. So then because it's winter and because I have dry skin and I'm trying to combat, the signs of aging and fine lines and soften them as much as I can, I put on the Ordinary's 100% plant-derived squalene oil. This was recommended to me by one of the people in the Phyrra Facebook group. Our group is amazing and filled with so many estheticians, hairstylists, and makeup artists. So if you have any questions, just pop in there and people will be sure to help you out. But they've recommended doing this twice a day, so I figured I'm going to give this a try twice a day for 6 months and see how it works. And starting in the winter is perfect because I am definitely dry and need it. So after that step, what I do is I brush my teeth, I put on my clothes, and then I will put on my body SPF, which is the Supergoop SPF 50 spray. I switched to this from the Coola, and I actually like this better. So by the time that I'm ready to put on my face SPF, what I put on is the Supergoop Unseen SPF 40. I love this. It is clear. It's not going to give you any white cast, although I don't mind a white cast because oftentimes for me, a white cast will cancel out some of my facial redness from rosacea. This is also really nice if you want to just use it as a primer. It has a slight blurring effect, so I think it looks great when worn on its own. So I finish up my daytime SPF with the Supergoop SPF 40 lip screen, and this is just a really tiny thing that you just kind of rub on your lips. Mine came with a broken doe foot. I don't know that I necessarily like the doe foot, but I do like to be able to put a little bit of sun protection on my lips. So that is what I use during the day. Alright, so now it's time for nighttime. Once again, I start with the Milk Makeup Matcha Green Tea Toner because this really kind of helps to keep my skin clear. I move on to my Milk Makeup Watermelon Brightening Serum because I'm trying to finish this off. It's another really nice thin product. Then I switch to my Holy Snails Honey Shark Serum. I love this stuff. It is so good. It has Manuka honey in it, which really helps to kind of heal and hydrate my skin. So I think this is a fantastic serum. I've been using it for years at this point. Of course, I will go ahead and put on my Strivectin Hyaluronic Triple Peptide Eye Cream again because you should do your eye cream twice a day. And then right now, what I'm using for my nighttime moisturizer is the Bliss Vitamin C and Peptide Moisturizer, which I really like. I probably need to look for one that doesn't have vitamin C in it and just has peptides, but I don't know. I use a lot of vitamin C because I can't really easily use retinol, but I know that sometimes I need to cycle on and off of it. So I love this, but I probably should look for something to swap it back and forth with. And then once again, I put on the Ordinary's 100% plant-derived squalane oil, and this is again just to help with softening the fine lines around my eyes and to give extra hydration. And then I finish with my Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer because this is the best thing that I have found for my lips right now to keep them nice and plump and hydrated. Okay, so that's my daytime and nighttime routine. But I have a couple other things that I want to talk about. So you're probably wondering, what do you do for exfoliation? There are two products that I use for exfoliation. One is the Pixies Overnight Glow Serum, and the other is the Ordinary's Azelaic Acid. I also use this one to help control my rosacea if I'm having a flare. This one works really well for that purpose, and it's so cheap. This is like $7.99 compared to like the $75 medication I would buy from the dermatologist. Again, just to be clear, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist or anything like that. I'm just telling you what has helped me with my skin problems. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in the morning and in the evening, I've been using the Grande Lash Lash Growth Serum, because I have like a bunch of samples of it, and I finished up my Milk Makeup Lash Growth Serum, so I thought I would move on to this and give that a try. Now, as far as cleansers go for my face, I like to use the Burt's Bees Sensitive Skin Cleanser, and it's huge, it's cheap, and it works really, really well for my face. It doesn't break me out at all, so I appreciate that. For makeup removal, I like to use makeup erasers. And I actually bought this set of like off-brand makeup erasers on Amazon. It came in this little wooden container, and it has this little bag. And then I put my good makeup erasers in here as well, because I've tried the ones that it came with, and they're not really that great. They don't work that great for me. So yeah, I love this set because basically it has this little bag, and then I just put this in the wash after a week's worth of makeup is in there, or makeup wipes the makeup erasers are in there. So with the makeup erasers, what I do is instead of using water, I will use makeup remover. So I'll use the Viking makeup spray. I've been trying out the Velour oil-free makeup remover, and I've also been using the Mayron Gentle Eye Makeup Remover, which is really nice for sensitive skin. If I'm having a really bad mental health day and I don't feel like I can go through the whole process of like washing off my makeup, I will go ahead and use a Bliss makeup wipe, which I love these. I normally use these for like my makeup swatching and everything like that, but if I'm having a really bad day, I'm just going to use this to take off my makeup, and then probably just put on like my moisturizer and top it with oil, or just an oil, depending on how like low I'm feeling. So yeah, this is my simple winter skincare routine. As you can see, if you go through my blog and my past skincare routines, many of these are staple products that I've used for years, and I really do love them. I've repurchased them many times over. What are you doing for your skin this winter? Have you tried anything new? Do you have any night creams that have peptides in them that you can recommend? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to give this a thumbs up and share. Thank you so much, and I love you, and I'll see you next time.